94.7 Asempa FM so ne Ekosiisen dwumedie no asogu so awutie no yada mu nyina ase ema mu nyina akwa ababie medin di osaibo nso 6:30 pm na dwumedie yede eba awieye enti bomoden na wo adwentra fabra 0546 382 287 0546 382 287. We say, Obi, how can all important IPAC program go on without invitation to the 18 and more CSOs? Okay, I don't think they were not invited. They were invited, but they were not allowed to present. I think that was the national chairman of the NDC had to do. So more nya presentation. Or they are no longer stakeholders in Ghana's affairs. CSOs played a key part, blah, blah, blah. Why drop them to the okay? So the premise of your message is wrong. And all the other, bit of the content so wrong. Thank you. The CSOs were invited, but almost because of time, into a moment presentation. At least from what the national chairman of the NDC told us. Martin Luther ewo Laboni. Martin Luther ewo Laboni. Ono say, it's unfortunate we merely allow people who don't deserve to be okay. The national organizer of the NDC must tell this blah 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 to the okay. Thank you. Into Martin Luther, you're obviously listening to another program and he. Or message, issues a woman and yet the discuss Farouk in Tema says, listening to Eldo Foswam Pofo, another NDC rep speak clearly tells us how is it intransigent the NDC intend being, but they should know no amount of intimidation or call of threat can stop the EC from doing its constitutionally mandated work. I urge the Ghana police to be vigilant, not to fall for any provocative attack from their intended demonstrations. Regards to Engineer Fred Aban of English Yaman from Farouk Ewo Tema. Dear any. This one says, my Mr. President Akufo-Addo, if the SP you appointed finds it difficult to get information from the source, I don't think the layman can get you and give you information. Okay, you have failed in fighting corruption, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Where's it, Obi? I'm happy you said Akpalu has his own interest, so I reserve my comments for now. Eben, Ewo, Welder Junction, Nedi Odiaba any. JB1 Sawe must say, Obi, tell the NDC members that we have gone past new or old. The EC has come out with a date to compile a new register. So they should rather go and prepare themselves for it and stop the demonstration, since that will not change the EC's position. New voters register is non-negotiable. One constituency, one ambulance promised and delivered. I'll say good evening to Insawema Dwejiri constituency MPP parliamentary candidate and MP hopeful lawyer JD. We free JB Ewo Insawem. We say. Okay, let me see if I have some other messages here. Na yenhwem fentwem emamo. Bomode say won so de wo de ebe brain na yakan amamo. We say this MPP government is the most non-serious government to have ever governed our nation, a country with 84,000 to 1 ambulance ratio, organizing $133,000 fanfare. Awal Mohammed Dusaini in Akroso, that's not true. I mean, $133,000 near the cost of one ambulance 307 there by and Bakubo, according to the minister in charge, $133,000 and when you seek for the fanfare. And your message, factually inaccurate. Ekosiisen so any. Ma memfa we ntwem while we wait to get onto the phone lines. Na fe yahwa to aso edin komo. Ostek Real Estate. Ewon sase aye ton me pa chew se ukọ Shy Hills. Mo amunim Shy Hills no. Nsase egu ho no efe edaso kama. Ye won sase wo ho afienya Asutware Junction near the Sun City Estate. Yawa asase wo ho. Doyumu yawa asase, Dodowa yawa asase, Asebi, Dawenya ena Chopoli. yen sase ni nyinara 6,000 Ghana cedis. 6,000 ubenya one plot. 6,000 cedis. 6,000 me de bo no to dwanti wo kwa wonim se wabo ho kra 6,000 na wo kwa kwaje wasase Shy Hills Afienya Asotware Junction near the Sand City Estate Doyomo Dodowa Asebi Dawenya Chopoli 6,000 Ghana is already akona kwaje wasase e wo Ostek Real Estate wonim se uma 6,000 ni wi a ye ma wasase no na ya sign so am 200 blocks and a 10 bags of cement ye dey pay so eno no ye ya dey e chew edi aka 200 blocks and a 10 bags of cement inti anya ya obetimi dia start bibi e wa asase ne so ye na ye sadie e de amount na ebia wo car bi car no watwi ache kakra wo pese wo de car ne ko swap de je asase eno so ye bi e wo ho inti wo ko Ostek Real Estate ka che won se me wo car me kai matwi ni for be 5 years for be 6 years me pese me de mamo na me je asase a Ostek Real Estate ebeye no so amount ye office no e wo fire service I wo dodowa eben just opposite the fire service e wo dodowa e ho ne ye office e wo any free 0240 933 748 0240 933 748 ye wo 0266 101 406 and also with me afre 0266 101 406 now on Ostek Real Estate in Nkomo yesi dan bebrebe na wo se hu kwan ye befa so aboye dan ne nso ho ban enti wo windows o doors e wo se wo hwe ebo ho ban ye papa eno nti na Trelidor burglar proofing aba amount Trelidor burglar proofing for your doors and windows unim say Trelidor na Africa hano omo na the strongest burglar proofing for doors and windows in the whole of Africa. In the morning nation in Somalia, he said, Obeko no wakwama yababo fie no ho ban amount. The best safety doors, the best window grills, Nina Trelidor, and Obenya. And when you just say, the repayment plan for frubi any finance options for fro abba. Ma ukwaima obeje ni omanu wetua nan kakran jishan so. Na Fred Trelidor, was 0561 24 24 24 0561 24 24 24 na onso one won entumi nkomo Trelidor almost say Africa's strongest burglar proofing ma menkwa homano so afi ye monra some of the constituencies omo a etimi apeke forms in the various constituencies to contest primaries are ebe koso e was so moko veteran or qualify from veteran afi wako contested the main elections in April this year and Timonshan and so my ye sha say fra dance asokwa ye nim say sitting member of parliament KT Hammond na ene obi akwa form e wo ho deputy CEO and as a deputy MD our Ghana Publishing Company Limited. They did the Samuel Benefo or former Nukes president ewo Ghana ha ora benfo Ekosiisen name wakwaba obi mi joso bibia etiefo joso bibia aboko de about the other woman. Great. Confirm my yen say what timi akopeke form wa dance asokwa.
Obi ekuta ndende na mi other woman. Nsa kamete na no the other. And now the four party office. For chair party to be sure. Passion me ma taking up the forms number. You by 10 number to what there. Now, I'm just saying that I'm going to get a come back. I'm another Roma.
Okay. Enti, Obibe Busa say in your party, the NPP, no, Obite say KT Hammond, you know, one of the big names in the party, our parliament, why do you think, say, at this point in time, you know, won't was say will take you over na party for no and drop KT Hammond no monto abama adentia
no be me that thing okay adanza a conference there was an country party no and bo o maba super papa na anabo KT Hammond and so it abo maba super and it says 20 good years There's just a cost for any time line and for about a new purpose and new way of this. I feel the do say that to about zero on court, no one court, no man court. 5 consecutive times. There has not been one contest.
And not just for all the 5 times, no, they be our call unopposed.
Unopposed. 5 consecutive times. Well, it's interesting to know that even since the such a multi-party democracy in Ghana, the past 28 years, and just a possibility and can lie and go to about and my Indian community.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Yeah, kind of say, yeah, talk about that. Obi, yeah, talk about you. Na delegate because KTM and for first part, the company, he is going to party. We have bought and being a power why he getting Muslim vote for him. Now, nature is says that, and then now we say now what do not so it's natural. You can't beat nature. It is sort of about for all this world. It is just good for him. Thank God that this one for. The dear would not be not mother do that the young shop for this one. My young training. That they are party back in the community. It was already national party now. If you move getting from Bodu, and a B, which means that there's some transition and inform my young people opportunities and also rise up in the party. That actually the only one man at the original position. It is open about our commitment to the region, also speaking about it. Making sure so moving heavy in not being air, but I'm not so far the leadership of the person that party and creative actually.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
We feel say and let me say the great party that you know, we are paid for front of the party anymore as parliamentary candidate of Nigeria.
Enti wono free say Emrea son say was say nipa foforo nso ebe PC after 5 terms of the incumbent. But sa nipa foforo no nipa a party for wa dance asokwa na edoso. Why should that person be you? I didn't know what say yewo.
Namiada Roma, party and what the party we believe so much in democracy. And for most of them, and then there how to do this. Now, go point out from this nomination. Let the NIPA fight master form in the content. The people politics economy. It means about 2 million. The guy Casa. NIPA does the NIPA will be the army. This year, lemon, you can give it. Yes, somewhere the TDM party for the trouble because I have the interest of the constituency.
And the interest of the constituents, no, and I would want to believe, say, party for one nimo, say, you are one of their own. Why you Juma in the constituency? Will footprint our constituency? Oh,
that be my Juma. Oh, party, that time I have worried about the who for 2016 elections. You know, the children inside the 4 campus elections. They are member. Currently, as I speak to you now, the research and policy unit or committee of the youth wing and the chairperson or the chairman, that Manadi. I work under Chanaun to me. I work under the regional organizer. In fact, 2015, every back their card we are something to say me to their control. I was in charge. I organized all these parties. So wherever I live past me to from Central Region, I was in charge. And within the conference, the main party in California, I think I was working on the VDR, then the bottle of ready research. But party for me are hopeless with you. Now, none of what I make of family from there, that the never meeting is the intimate children make Ekojam is a young performance. Naman Philly. You see, a father needs no money from endorsing the Yaman. That's an incompelling thing. What be made registered.
Okay, and for now, no, what failure we are submitted?
Obi, no, not submitted, but we are almost done. Nami Aduna. Yeah, I'm going to let's see only part of next week. The cabinet ones.
Are you very sure? Said your can say the incumbent now for 5 terms. Say you have what it takes to win an election in the constituency against him. Our primary level ye.
Obi, na go point ya bu. Na to the fit of na ya tin kan the problem we making ya. Ni pa be for na so pa to ni bi ko mo say ani fi election to the ni. E bi e ti na me ben fo. Na me abeni e to ba so chi. Ama bo ke chi amon. Ya de ni di ni we se bi ja na fine. Na bu so the situation the party. But you don't forget sometimes you don't forget when they also come to and opportunity also don't know what the person has done. Don't forget the parliament here. But when excellency not this happen, at most what demand engagement and more parliament. Don't forget and backbench. Nobody ever imagined that we have the potential to lead the majority of minorities in those times. But opportunity sometimes memorize that in the happening. And it seems to us that we don't have anybody to call them. But there's no so. It's because people are not giving opportunity. Who can hire the performance or compete with the judgment? But when you slow them down around, you still have the men to do it. So the but you still have potential in Ghana in the NPP control.
Yo, Sammy, may I far NC BBNia, you best answer the incomobile. Why? Yeah, that's it. Papa. Great. In the Samuel Benefo, Deputy MD, Ghana Publishing Company Limited, and they wakofa form Dansia Sokwa to contest to become the parliamentary candidate for the party in that constituency. So they were incumbent, the Honorable Katie Amond, Akko 5 times, and for all those 5 occasions, they call unopposed. Into this time around, no, will be contesting or also contesting na Oshes will be to me Edin Kunima would move to other constituencies na share as we continue our update and our countdown to that big day 25th of April 2020 and Timonshan and so MIA Ekosiisen so ni higher sempa 94.7 FM. Ma men share if there are some other messages here na men kan kakra emamo Fusaini Salifu ewo Kaswa Zongo. I say what did the EC help and then is it the NDC to put in the voters register in 2012 and 2016 that they don't want a change. Okay, still 4 more for 9 hour. Fusaini Salifu, thank you for your message. We say, Obi, if the NDC is not satisfied with the new voters register, then they should boycott the general elections. Simplicity. Nana one ewo kaswa. Nana one ewo kaswa. Onone dia o dia braying in the. Me pacho Ngosra group of companies. Ya ka won ho nsem aka say indigenous top of the range Ghanaian company. Omajuma omoyen edoso. They are into property management. They are into the supply of building materials. Hey, Atik Mohammed. Atik na your friend is saying meeting you ukobi.
I'm free.
Oh, sir.
Yeah, I'm free.
And the munya acquire more presentation maybe.
Well, the way I sit here, no, it was one person from the political party.
Political party.
Me Bernard, we agreed say he should.
In the Bernard, yeah.
It wasn't so much of a presentation.
Okay.
One say Electoral Commission for a presentation, so it was for us to share observations.
Observations on the presentation.
Even though Ibimo decided to get into their usual textbook arguments now, but we raised some questions. For example, new register now, it will be at a cost to us, including training of agents. Will the Electoral Commission help in that regard? I mean, and some other issues, you know.
But since the Ubusa questions, I say, ebeba at a cost to you the party. Easy be buama and I say omuamua. What it means is I don't know say in a subtle way, not just what you have to say easy and you
personally, I've told you, sir, I resisted the temptation of stating my position. But meeting I think I am free to. I strongly feel there is a case for a new register. In 2015, I didn't support the need for a new register. But you see, we are evolving as a democracy. Utie presentation at Electoral Commission for Beye, there was a solid basis for that.
Easy presentation.
Yes, gives you like a basis has been established for a new register, and you know
how maybe. Omode sa your friends a letter omunya from a consultant technical report near deno. Omode chremo.
There be omanfa technical reports number, but references were made to that.
And you believe
I do, because I do have copies of some letters and some correspondence between the Electoral Commission and some relevant stakeholders. Including vendors, and I have no reason
to doubt.
References are and quite frankly, the young man who did the presentation did a very good job. And unless, of course, I see no reason why there should be objection to the need for a new register.
Really?
No, if you needed to be there. I mean, of course. If you go there with preconceived ideas, you will not go out, you will not leave enriched. But if you go there with an open mind, hoping to listen to superior arguments, hoping to listen to other arguments, and be ready to form an opinion based on the superiority of arguments on the table now, you should be left with no, choice but to come to the conclusion that
you hear new
register. It will certainly come at a cost, but which other electoral process now?
And cost.
Which is here, and I'm sure as this program unfolds, we will discuss or we'll share with you some of the fine details, and largely it's about biometric voter management systems, and Nuna largely are forming the basis for the need for a new register, It is very little. It has very little to do with the fact that the present register is credible. Yeah, there are elections, and I am credible. I think the issues and the arguments move way beyond that. And people have made the argument, it has produced 2 presidents. If you have a register that has produced 2 presidents, it necessarily doesn't mean there are no issues with the register. You can never have a foolproof register. Sometimes why we've had to contend with registers are irregularities. There are irregularities. Until recently, technology deduplication. We double registration to me EU free mono. In the past, it was difficult, and he had to take the discretion of the chairperson and the commission members to determine omuhu akolebi name say we there as a sorry omuhu ibi waha. Then they find it elsewhere. And you can imagine if you are registering about 17 million people. Well, so, and can Yanvan say the last register we are working with, bear 14 to 15 million you can say people on the electoral roll, Now, you want to cross-check who has registered where against who has registered elsewhere. Now, why you can say why delete double registration? Do you know how long it will take us to do that? But technology has become easy. But the fact that we now can do that, we knew there were multiple registrations, and we could do very little about it. Yet we worked with the register. Every electoral rule is a work in progress. And for me, if there is an opportunity to deal with the present one, it has produced 2 presidents. But does that does that take away the fact that issues? There be that. And people have made all kinds of, comments. I am saying this because I feel we've got to a point we need to join hands and make sure we produce side register can relate to. Say Obian Tumukra majority can say, look, this is a fairly
credible register. In easy presentation.
And beyond the credibility, we are using technology, there is a clear danger staring us in the face, and the threat of a danger staring us in the face. If we do not improve, and in this sense get new equipment, a housing data, no, there is a likelihood there might be a crash.
Really?
Yes, because as far and I have letters here, a correspondence between Supertech Limited, ASTL4, and the Electoral Commission, to the fact that some of the warranties and licenses are for softwares, since 2014, update.
Wow.
And some of the equipment in the they have reached their EOLs. That is their end of life. And end of support, spans. And if you are working, that's the point. I am sure, unless you refurbish, and if you are looking at refurbishing,
and almost has a cost, never even
absolutely. Oh, and I have quotations here from STL. They are telling you the cost of refurbishment, the cost of new one. But the market survey that the Electoral Commission, with the help of a consultant here, if you are going to acquire new BVRs and new BVDs, the cost will be far lesser compared to the new BVDs and the refurbished BVDs. Now, STL4 was suggesting. I've heard people also make the argument say, are we working with only, you can say, the recommendation and the price quotations of STL? If you and that's why I'm saying, the Electoral Commission did a market survey. They did not just restrict themselves to what STL provided. A market survey and came to the conclusion, say, okay, this is about the best price we can have.
And market survey, and only the result of the survey.
It was done by the consultant, but they told us, and these are things that these are verifiable online. One was a BVR kit, it comes different components. There's a scanner, there's a computer, there's a webcam, and so on and so forth. If you take and you see, that's why I'm saying, sometimes arguments no trust are no biafan wedi. Now we just are interested in promoting more confusion. But if indeed we want to find a solution to the seeming deadlock, even though I don't see deadlock per se, what would have done is if they are saying BVR kit, and the kit, like I said, our component, take the scanner bit, take the specifications, go online.
The scanner.
Take the webcam, look at the specifications. Exactly. Take the laptop and our computer now on
specifications.
Look, this conversation, Anka will not be having this conversation. But you see, when you obi sabi, if somebody is pretending to be a so bin na or yen who say what that dia unyane na obre onyane that because on die what is here. So if people have some deep-seated preconceived ideas about what they think ought to happen, it does not matter how much superior argument you advance,
they will not agree. In the whole of the EC presentation, they are there back and say, okay, this is the hook. We now convince him, say, indeed, we need a new voters register.
Fantastic. The challenges we have with the present system. They raised all kinds of issues. And for me, it was during the presentation on the challenges of the present system. And one of them said, look, if we do not do something about this, we are going to be up the creek. And you see, and I'll just mention some of them very, very quickly. When him say the last time you taught BVR kits was in 2013. In fact, the first procurement was in 2011. But the last time you taught BK was in 2013, and it was just 500. Which tells you, from 2011, you procure 500 pen ya to account. And these are things that have lifespans. Even with scanners are used with ye. Who you see do they no longer are effective. And now Microsoft Word applications. Updated 2010 and now to 2016. And our license next expire now who type here to one and delete. Ebia meda. So it tells you that technology will wait in here updates. A war expiration periods and all of that. And to Omuka say some of the licenses and warranties are expire no. And since 2014, until we've been operating a risky system. Enuna ebo mi hu kakra. The other issue, soon say, the equipment that house yen data, no, electoral data, no, and also aye dada. So you are likely to head towards a crash. Until if you don't if you don't replace and if you don't update the equipment at a house data, no, says here no. Now you keep running the data as you have it with the old equipment, no. A bedroom maybe no, there will be a total crash. And just imagine 2 months to elections. Now you see data center now, equipment now a house data no, a crash. Do you know the crisis we have in this country? But the other issue, so no, and it's almost the way they developed the technology are now use, according to the EC, it was made unnecessarily complex when it could have been simple. So it is there's no room for maneuver.
Okay.
You see, according to the VSAT technology be, and in such a way say you can't even manage. You can't manipulate the system. Let me use the word. Let me choose my words carefully. Like, there's no room for you to do anything.
Okay.
As technicians and whatever system, the no answer running. Until a crash, you can't improve on anything. And a source code, no. Electoral Commission, to be able to manage data, no. They don't have it. It is with the vendor. And according to vendor, no, almost in terms of contract, no, HSA, they are not supposed to hand over the source code to the Electoral Commission. Until your data are and you don't have control over it.
Wow.
That's the point. Look, there are so many other issues, cost implications. So I've already mentioned about how less it will cost to have new equipment compared to if we were to refurbish or buy new ones according to STL4. Presentation, you would realize that Ghana is likely to save close to 107. I think let me just give you the exact figure of how much savings we'll be making as a republic,
according to the Electoral Commission.
Yes, and if you use the price quotations STL gave, it's easy to do that computation.
Okay.
And you'll be saving in Ghana city terms 104,677,000, and this is huge money by all accounts. What I say? And so, if you look at the technical viability of the systems we have today, we'll look at we'll share the cost implications, and I will share also the fact that the register as we have it today, no, there are issues with it. You cannot but come to the conclusion, say BB, and that BB na has to be the introduction of a new register. I mean, this is beyond debate. Amanfo have raised issues about timing, and I was satisfied because I also at some point had concerns about timing, no, because there was a time, there was some consensus, say, and the IEA led that advocacy quite strongly, say, we should avoid doing major events in election years. Okay. And this is a major event. But Usha timelines, any technology or developing, it is okay. I mean, it is possible to do the registration. Look, timelines, do the duplication, do whatever, and have the data stored by 26th October.
By 26th October.
Exactly. Everything should have. We'll do the registration in 43 days. And they did some very basic analysis, which I found to be very intriguing. And it was also telling, say, a minimum and a maximum of 10 minutes is what you require to do registration. With if these equipment are robust. But Omuka said, what we have today, they recorded in the last registration, they recorded 47% failure rate. And it tells, and a BIMU were slow and like there are challenges with this system. But if they are bringing the robust system as we have been made to believe, it should be possible to do it even faster. Now, old I can't say voters ID card. It should even be way faster for them.
For more.
What I say? Until we should be able to use a maximum of 10 minutes per registrant. And on my calculation, say if you are going to register 70 million people, that is how they came by the 43 days.
But you know all those details.
And Amike, they've thought through this, and I feel the question I'm asking is, I mean, what is why would you not want the new register to be done? In 2015, the issues were different. They were not issues to do with technical viability of the equipment. They were not issues to do with at the time. Look, I was rooting for PERSOL to get the opportunity to manage our data, but the found more for some strange reason. But issues of technical viability were not issues at the time, and my proposition at the time was, let's audit the present register going forward. But the question that remains unanswered is, were we able to do the audit thoroughly?
The auditing and do it well.
That's the question. I advocated for auditing of the register, but post-SAR period, have we been able to answer the question, were we able to do the audit thoroughly? And let me not even use the word thoroughly, but were we able to do the audit well? The answer certainly is no. Nyomudi NHI escrow register. It was difficult. Look, I'm on for brain omoja. So if you have an opportunity to start on a tabula rasa, why? I'm racking my brain to find out the reason to oppose.
Immediately after the meeting, our reporter spoke to the national chair of the NDC.
I mean, I listened to them as I was walking past them.
Great. And the general secretary, the communications officer, even the deputy general secretary. When we now make this point, say, after the EC's presentation, I almost had opportunity to express an opinion on the presentation. Technical guys maybe Ekosiisen, and the guys also punched some solid holes.
They were just there. It was just emotions, You think? But so? You see, I was there. You see, what holes did they punch? They made observations, and when the guy came to even respond to their observations, hell broke loose.
They were meeting.
It became. They made the meeting intractable.
Really?
Me see, you've raised concerns. Papa no be my response. Oh, there be yes, sir. Your definition of template is wrong. You don't do that. You had the chance to speak, and they presented something from a website. Papa no buy trying to read from the same website. Who's your boy? And I say, this is the website. How can you say any website in there? I know so it was SMP. Somebody can say so bin die. Na unyane na obebre. And they were the ones who had the more time. And this is one they spoke for over 20 minutes. Everybody else was given 10 minutes. But they spoke well over 20 minutes. And you see, look, media, baby Yudri, Obi, Ghana's democracy belongs to all of us. Its success is a collective responsibility. And this is not a project in support of MPP. They be that. And that's why I told you, I was not willing to express my opinion at the time so that you reduce it to IDMP. But look, Sebi, we are all shareholders in this enterprise called democracy. And it's so valuable for us, we dare not invest, our democracy. And so we need to guard it with all the energies we can command. And so, why? Sebi, and that's why I'm saying that this was an opening for us. I listened to them. Even though I was privy to some information, documents be from friends and from other sources, but I still wanted to be convinced by the Electoral Commission.
Why we need a new register?
Absolutely. And I was left in no doubt after their presentation. We absolutely do.
Position where your personal position and our PNC position.
This is my position.
Your personal position.
Yes. This is my position.
PNC as a party, in fact, official position.
And I think in 2 days, it should be possible to have that communication. Because, yes, we are going to say Asia.
Okay.
After presentations, we conferred. And it was on that basis, my national chairman went to ask some of the questions we thought needed some clarification. Yeah, we will be left with no... I mean, if you discuss whatever you have heard, and you had concerns, responses have been given. I mean, the party, I'm sure, will be coming out with some position on this going forward. Because this is, something we cannot allow to just go like an appearance in the position. We've got to the point, Yehuni said it's important. We were advocating consensus building. But at that meeting, I didn't see the spirit that we were expecting from others in respect of trying to build consensus.
It was still entrenched.
I saw a certain mindset. which spoke, and that mindset bespeaks the fact that it is either you do it our way, it is either our way
or no
other way. You understand? And I don't think, sir, it must be either one way or the highway. No. We have got to look, baby Adri. Yet now, with the look, we'll be headed up the creek. Now, we problem bar, and any papa kufosu, and I am manuku ba kupe. We are all stakeholders. And I strongly feel said, and beyond me party, so in due time, a civil society organization I'm an active member of, will be taking some very important action. Will help bring this idea to every Ghanaian. Say there is a case for a new register. Absolutely. I mean, look, we're in a democracy. We are allowed to express our views in any way we see fit. And being convinced that as I am, I feel that it's just not enough to say, I'm convinced. And one nipa do saying any opportunity. We all have responsibility to help others understand the Ekosiisen, and that. And yes, the Electoral Commission, register for fraud, but that there are compelling reasons why they are doing so, and we should be the ambassadors for that.
The national chair of the NDC, Ekai, said, and the bombshell easy for any drop away from their presentation was, Jackson Monye in charge of take phone man was the time easy car said register and be ready, but according to more calculations, almost that will be and 3 weeks to the general elections, and they think it's almost unbelievable for them.
No, you see, this is the thing. Well, that's the date. In fact, we also had similar concern. Until Bernard Crowd raised that issue of 8th November. But you see, until Namdi Kanka said a process. The registration will start on the 18th of April and end on the 30th of May. And exhibition will be between 15th September to 29th September.
Okay.
Okay. But in between time, the duplication will be going on and what have you.
Between May
and September. Not the duplication. Exactly. Until tentatively, by October the 26th, there would have been what they call data freeze, which means until by October, it should be possible
for the provisional register to
be ready. But you see, and the provisional register,
I was saying 21 clear days to the election.
Between 8th November and 7th January, how many days?
29 days.
Now say if it is, they say the final register will be ready by 8th November. Near the mamo by 8th November. Come on. You may say it's too close. Fair. We can raise that issue. But this alone cannot be a basis to, you see, processes.
You and cannot especially if it doesn't infringe any
law. We can only appeal to them and say, look, is it possible to hasten the process?
And bring it.
But you cannot take the fact say, process be they are not infringing any law. But as a basis to condemn why we should have a new register in the first place. I mean, it's not as if this is mutually exclusive. We ejina and 18 ejina baby. Nyema bi nebesi ansana ya bedru sa pempensu. And as is pempensu ya akwadri. Wodi enya wo de enya wo fenti. Ni ese di kan ye no ye mbongu. I have serious difficulty reconciling that logic.
But the question on NIA na app
it came. Say
and
they NIA baby do you have an idea?
Say the anka yem father they ento. No. Going forward,
with all the possible, with all the threats of crash in this animal, you even have data to go and run the elections with. And another issue is fingerprints.
Yes.
Once you migrate them, you lose quality in the process, especially the way the fingerprint template as we have it now. You see, if you do the transfer or migration, you lose the quality of the fingerprint. And the presenter made a very fantastic point, which I think Enono was phenomenal, and it further reinforced the need for new register. Almost what if you have less quality in terms of your fingerprint template, you know, it becomes difficult. In fact, he spoke about I'm trying to get the right term out, OUC, but as a discussion, I'm supposed to know, make sure. But once there is reduction in the quality of the fingerprint because of migration, you know, it is going to affect whatever BV system we use, you know. And you know, I'm trying to. I'll get the right words out.
Okay.
Okay. So for me, if you are going to say, okay, the only way you can save the system from crashing is to, they say, refurbish equipment trying the lifespans and look, and now you see, okay, Muma Electoral Commission cut off for now you migrate data onto the new technology. You lose fingerprints, the quality of the fingerprints will be reduced, and also would have implications on how you are able to manage the BV system. Look, anyway and anyhow you look at it, the case for a new register is beyond dispute. Ultimately, and the NIA in some sense, they considered say now and you say Electoral Commission for any registrations but it's because there is not readily available data. That's why like at every turn they are forced to go and do registration. Banker NIA up and running now. Anyone said they'll just go there and get the data. Normally, and I'm sure there will be some tinkering with our laws to enable us to access or use our data for electoral purposes. But in the absence of that, absent our arrangement TCCA, you'd say, you see near with all the challenges and the possible crash I face, you say and no hoping say NIA and come on. Let's sometimes we need to be beyond immediate partisan interest. Ghana my anyway, like what would you lose as a political party if we do a new register? Me, I've
and when you ask this question, they make the point say they are thinking beyond the political party. They are thinking Ghana. No, and the resources are wasted in their own words.
So
could have been used for other things.
Oh, they should not even go there. Look, as for wastage of resources, let's not even make that an argument. Do you have an idea how much resources we wasted in this country? And no, you see, let's not go there. This pretense, we want to save the Ghanaian pest, and that is the basis upon which we are saying, say, am I in a new register? You see, you don't mix apples with oranges. Is it viable? Is it important to do a new register? If the answer is yes, then we can look at how to save cost, and that is exactly what the Electoral Commission has done. And the STL, in maintaining the data, $4 million a year. But since here, in 3 years, we are going to spend just $1 million to maintain the data. Between 4 million, in fact, 16 and then that'll be 12. Between 12 and $1 million. You are saving $10 million. Multiply 10, let me give you a conservative exchange rate of 5.5. Multiply 10 million by 5.5. Do you know how much money you are saving? So where lies this issue and this craze of fixation about cost? STL, no more buoyant. They were stealing from us. They did not talk about cost at the time. Look, I'm just restraining myself not to use certain, but hypocrisy in AI too much. You can't use this rather weak argument of saving cost as a basis to say a man in new register. I feel really, really worried when we advance arguments in this manner. What you are saying? Because the issue of cost.
But the other point of the inconvenience, as we speak, NIA around almost amount for data. People are queuing left, right, center. Population and housing census, they would also be visiting houses, counting people and all of that. And then, so we share laws idea registration now. People would necessarily have to travel to polling stations and all of that. inconveniencing people when we have what they think can be used.
Ghana Statistical Service.
Yes.
They do computation, economic indicator computations. They compute inflation. Bank of Ghana computes inflation. Data. What's the big deal? You see, these are different bodies collecting different data for different purposes. Population and housing census. How has that got to do? What has that got to do with anything related to electoral registration? Data no moji, but bisa who said data no moji no. They bisa uye juma. Opa fia ni pasa ne o. Electoral book electoral register. Ye bisa uye nyina. You see, we're just finding convenient arguments to shoot down an otherwise important project, a life-saving project, as a matter of fact. The housing census, I know whether you do a register or not, they will do it. Are they telling us, we have never had a situation whereby one institution is collecting data and the Electoral Commission is doing their registration, even limited registration, say registration, amount for data. You would have GLSS doing their service at the same time and concurrently. But because they are looking for different data information, no, you cannot say because we musu munja mudiano. Really, I don't see how this argument is sustainable.
The Director of Electoral Services at the EC, Dr. Srebo Kweku, 8 years now, or this information about, I don't know if it will help, or say the provisional register would be ready for exhibition by the first week of September by our program.
15th to 29th.
We will hold nomination of candidates with the certified voters register. First week of October.
Oh, okay.
Yes. The November date is meant for the distribution of the printed registers to our district.
Yes, answered everything. And one because that the register will be ready in October. And that is all we need. The register will be ready by October. The only year, 8th November, and I think we even discussed that even before you still not be breaching any law if you give it to them on the 8th of November. Because by 7th, you would have, this is way more than 21 days. What you say? And you need the register for the purposes of monitoring the elections. You don't need it. Are they saying they need the register to validate the register? Otherwise, I don't see why it would be such a huge issue if the register were given to you on the 8th of November. The validation happens during exhibition, and if you do not take advantage of it, you lose that opportunity. So when there is data freeze by 20th of October, and that is precisely the point he's making, say they would have had a certified register, which means a beam back and a BA free. If at that point you have it, it is certified. It means that why so we are doing exhibition between 15th to 29th near some weird to get it done properly as political parties. Almost the Electoral Commission for duplication and what have you. So I do not see why it would be such an issue to have it by 8th of November. You need it for the election day. So they give it to you. You have so many days to look at it. Give it to your constituencies, then they can monitor and all of that. But the essence is not for you to validate the register. That's the point we need to underscore. Say, the more on the 8th now. It's not for you to validate, register. That's not the reason.
Okay, and see the message again, sir. The provisional register would be ready for exhibition by the first week of September by our program.
Okay.
We will hold nomination of candidates with the certified voters register in the first week of October.
Okay.
The November date, as you alluded to, is just meant for the distribution of the printed registers to our district.
Printed
registers to our district. And what it means is that by that November, no parties, so
if they have certified, I'm sure they will give us. The law says once they have certified, they should give us certified copies. Once they have certified register, I don't see why they should not share that with us. But that this date is for them to distribute these things to the districts. And I mean, 28 days is enough for them to. This is cry here.
But interestingly, lawyer Sami Jemfinsu no so meeting.
No, I saw him there,
and he says the message from Dr. Srebo Kwekuni true. Or he was in the meeting. It's not true.
Which part of it?
I don't know.
First week, Nana, because it was 15th September was the data exhibition. No, was set to start. But these are just semantics. Whether 15th, first, second week, it really doesn't.
Okay.
But I don't know unless there's a specific issue. Okay, Sami wants to raise. We'll see if that's fair.
We can call him now.
Yeah.
But again, Atik, on the bit about the transfer of the biometric data. Because the last time as Rebo Kweku Baroka said, even how the original data was stored, and affected the quality of the data as it stands now. Obi the message at Bremen said the fingerprint quality does not change with migration. I said that is not true. And I say it's then friggin' biometric. I don't know if that's the term.
Maybe fingerprint. I don't know what.
Okay.
Friggin'. Maybe. I don't get it.
I don't know term we used to. But let me see if we have some other messages here.
No, you see, it is. Maybe I didn't communicate this well. It is not necessarily the case anytime you transfer fingerprints, the quality reduces. Okay. But the technology we have today, which we use to develop the fingerprint template, and now almost say AI trim. And if you want to transfer that to the new technology now, you are likely to lose the quality. Maybe Minaman can ye.
Okay.
But not necessarily the case anytime you transfer fingerprints from one technology to the other, you lose quality. But near your was a CA, any near Yebe Krabi, which is more robust, that tendency exists.
Okay.
Say, you lose, the quality of the fingerprints.
Ekosiisen in the higher Sempa 94.7 FM, a minute after 5. Mamin Kaimo say Anthony Nukpenu, our original organizer, my NDC, will greater Accra regional Beka in South Studio. Yeah, share him say Dr. Bernardo Kobo and so Babeka na fe ya to us wedding como. Tony, meba try me kakra na yenshe we say Obi. Please kindly remind Ghanaians the EC only registers Ghanaians with a sound mind, and the NIA registers every Ghanaian. So let's allow the EC to do its work to the benefit of us all as we continue to enjoy peace. Elections everywhere is expensive, but peace is priceless. Samuel Brown, why you see would say a message? There's one from Jimmy Alote. Jimmy said, the most important issue is the format and protocol used in storing the fingerprint. That format is outmoded.
Yes, that's a VSAT something.
Yes, any new contemporary BVR machines will not be able to read it.
Exactly.
It will be like using Microsoft Word to read a Word Perfect, i.e. 1989 software format file.
Yeah.
It won't work.
And Jimmy is also a technology person. Exactly. So that's precisely the point I was trying to make. He has helped with more technical bits to it.
When you say according to the VCRAC CRAB panel report dated 31st December 2015, the STL told the panel that, quote, the EC was able to register over 14 million people in a period of 40 days from March to early May with the STL's technical support. And what it means is it can be done within 40 days, to register.
Oh yes,
it's very possible. Many people.
Yes, it's very possible.
That's one there from Abdul Malik Kwekubako. Aki Ewo Efia constituency. Honestly, Obi, good afternoon. In 2016, the Supreme Court asked Madame Charlotte Osei's EC to go and remove those who used NHIS card as a prerequisite for the 2012 voters ID card and give them the opportunity to re-register. I used NHIS card, but I was not given any notice to come and re-register. I am saying this to tell you that the voters register as it stands now is not credible because there are a lot of non-Ghanaians who registered with NHIS card to get the voters ID card. Let's allow the constitutionally mandated body EC to give us a credible voters register for a free and fair elections. We a free aki or no a fair constituency. Let me read these other ones. And so, good afternoon, Obi. Please, are you sure it is Atik Mohammed speaking on your show today? Yes, it's him. What has changed from today's meeting that Atik seemed to be speaking for the Electoral Commission? When we the political parties have not seen the report from the STL to the EC. Obi, my only question I keep asking EC is, why are they keeping the STL report from us, the stakeholders? What is preventing the EC to give us the copy of the STL report? Prince Henry, and Atik, Prince Henry raises a very important issue. Sir, and then they're preventing EC from, instead of quoting, what's it?
Hey, now somebody sharing banana and it's become an attack on your person. Hey, and then I'm going to see is attacking him.
He's here. What is preventing the EC from sharing the report from their consultant, their suppliers, to you, the stakeholders? Rather than quoting except of our report.
That's a valid point. Meaning that's a valid point. But I do not know why the EC is unable to share some of these. But I've had the chance to see some of the documents. Oh, but it's a valid point, and I will not take that away from him. Okay. It's a very valid point, sir. Probably would have made matters a lot more easier.
Did somebody ask?
Not that which I remember.
Okay.
Not that which I remember.
Okay.
It was basically more on the presentation, which is more about the technical.
There is this thing I'm saying about app. The EC did their presentation in how many minutes?
Oh, it's almost an hour.
Almost an hour.
Yeah.
And most stakeholders, 10 minutes each to put out your observations.
Yeah.
Was it fair to more?
It was actually more than fair, Chief. Elian Krana Beka, I won't even can in 10 minutes.
Really?
No, that's a question. You see, sometimes, I don't want to sound judgment, but there were times you'd be like, just wanting to make sure the time is up. Sabi, and you'll be on the I think said the 10 minutes were not bad. 10 minutes was okay.
This is a different consequence.
Hey. Nah,
you see,
but you see, and the NDC in particular had, like I said, over 20 minutes. It was not 20, it was over 20 minutes. The technical person or the IT person spoke for well over 10 minutes. The General Secretary spoke for well over 10 minutes. And so I think, and I understood that because, they are representing a certain viewpoint. So it is fair to allow them to share whatever, But, you cannot still claim after speaking more than everybody else that, you are not satisfied. You should have spoken more. I think you are not being fair to the rest
from
of the
the meeting area, would you say it was a conclusive meeting?
No.
And you're conclusive?
No, the only conclusion that we'll have is when the Electoral Commission starts with their advice on how to do the registration.
How can that be the conclusion?
I've come to one conclusion, and that stems from meeting IA and say, even if we hold like 100 meetings, we still not. You can't have people, all of us on the same page.
Around the table on the same page.
We can't be on the same page because Ebimo, it is either my way or the highway.
Okay.
And once you have that mindset, either my way or the highway, there's no way you can ever build a consensus that I was anticipating we could. But dominantly, there was a certain dominant mindset,
in the
room. And I think that's what the EC should stick to.
Should work with.
Yes.
Yeah, to say a committee, advice officially on the way
absolutely.
forward. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it wasn't a conclusive meeting.
Okay. But you will not be expecting, say, the EC will call another meeting, a similar meeting, Bill.
I doubt.
Deal with the same issues.
I doubt. Okay. It will just be
superfluous.
Well, that's your word, but it won't be
extraneous.
So before he came, he went through some synonyms. Yes, you can download a lot more of those synonyms. But it will not be far-fetched to assume that this might be the last.
Okay,
and they'll be right in doing so if they don't call in other meeting.
Okay. Maminfa Wayentram, lawyer Judy Tamaklo say, or the two quotes, number one from Dr. Yawoforia J, who is the IT consultant to the EC. Or say, we have migrated only the alphanumeric data to the new system. So all that you need to do is to visit any of the polling stations for them to capture your fingerprint and photo for facial recognition. You don't need to go to where you registered earlier because we already have your polling station code in the system. And there's something I asked Cerebral Doctor when he came. Yeah. And he said, sir, maybe Dr. Yawoforia got it wrong. Because law no mo di adwuma and lawyer Judy Tamaklo de Dr. Shrebo nso asem okawa ha na Sempa FM but I say Dr. Shrebo na Sempa FM. The IT guys have migrated some of the data. So what we need now is the fingerprint and photos of existing voters. So those with the existing voters ID card are to go back to their polling stations to update their information. They cannot do it anywhere apart from their polling stations where they registered. And Dr. Sreborn made this point based on the CI, which says it should necessarily be
your police station.
And that's where Onubusa says which is which.
He is more into elections. He understands this. Yeah. I mean, the IT person are not involved in the day-to-day. Well, or no, he understands the CIs. He works with the CIs and I mean, director of elections, that's what they do. Yeah. But with the IT, maybe, I think he misspoke, not necessarily intentionally, but probably what is officer you bet and baby, but there's a lot that guys you just don't. But these are minors we can handle or we can deal with.
Okay, wait, see. I said by our program, and it's based on the registration and deduplication period, ending by ending of June.
Okay.
Again, that's from Dr. Srebo.
I mean, these are fine details, which I think say as I think say look, Obi, munyina say mundi muhujim na yen starting your campaign.
We'll continuously give all the parties the opportunity to state their case.
I'm speaking to you as a Ghanaian. Speak as a. This is not. I'm not asking you. No, T. I'm not asking him to moderate. Say
no, sir, no, that's all right, sir.
Let the platform open.
Not the platform. I'm saying he as an individual, not as a moderator. I'm not saying as
a moderator.
I'm not.
Don't push him to the corner.
Which corner?
Absolutely.
Oh, but so as a Ghanaian, you see this journalism, or Krumhanu. Say you are a journalist, so because of that you don't have an opinion. Say mujai. That's exactly what
standard. Me. They say their own standards.
Yo, mama minua nukwenu akwaba na afa yenhwe entumi entwaso. Oh meba.
Janu, the only thing you could bring camera factory. This is the only thing you could bring. This is the only thing you could bring as government spokesperson.
But two meba mucho monhwa na monfre NDC reps na o meeting na say ni be ema. No. They are make us obi no wo meet I qualified it. They are not meeting last year. They want to make an input into article in Assembly be our kind. I think it's only fair. No gwanu akwaba na to say
obo ade de nkwanche.
Ase me hu wache.
No.
Bibi aboko.
Say fam ho na adwuma no anti.
And we sure so our grounds how we adwuma.
Aden. Unti underground. Unti obi nkan no che say osiesie no hu yi.
Osiesie no. And they are almost say your friend is saying po e den kra na ambulances ya ba is
consensus go now episode you know. Obi dey no.
Na unti voice na enra ye boy.
My consent pass.
Me say mama obi wa.
First aid so there. First aid so adani
no, look me say more voice na ma obi wa.
One voice.
What am I mean to you? That was a grounds here.
Of course. Ambulance and ambulance they do okroma na. Come drink over ambulance. So munye hu yempo. Ja.
Etru ododo hu nyuma no mo bo no.
Oh na.
Enyum fufure ya be preference is it cafe cho o fecho unti.
Ododo say that day na asa could be somewhere there. We say enewo yo. Yeah, enewo yo.
Sale ambulance be
Acho comic shito okay ambulance. Acho comic shito okay ambulance.
Comic shito ye doc no ne shito.
No mu dwen ambulance. That then the 10 Ghana man crop is go bossy asa.
That's not fair.
Why is the fact? People going to jubilate on certain things. 10 Ghana 20 Ghana be ejuma. I'm a politician, I'm speaking to the fact. We here they call ye ni nyama and no ko catch no nye.
Anti na we bi.
Ye nyina ye. I will say boy. Hired activity where they say nya dey the boy. It doesn't go into the election. Most of the people who even do these things on these occasions, they don't even bother to go and vote. Oh, what? Election is a serious game. Yeah, technically, I say it me and Niama a better touching Crawford to vote for you. We say Bonnie, dear, part of the fanfare.
Ekosiisen
Mamin throw some specific questions to Peter Buamo to Konono, your Deputy General Secretary, Emma NDC. He was at the meeting. Peter, it's saying. Bibi Ekoye.
Enkoye sa wa wonim se bibi agree no bibia entimi nkoye economy na agensem the men so abatu aye beto no oye ni no pese wo de eba abatu no nti bibia entimi nyeye sa
and the meeting no would you say are conclusive see the path has been cleared say easy kwasha ase aye na adwuma ubetima kasa
the most inconclusive meeting ever had in the history of IPAC because Osha nearly kind and she said any Liswede who need to cry ma yedi ankeka echo meeting no more yentimi nyanisa me again say yekoma kwan ama obi bia sadio wo ibi eka fa nkrata no ho wo counter argument obetimi exhaust the counter argument but enya sa ni hu no easy equal 2 hours a long presentation Ekosiisen na political party say wo ho no mo be 13 or 14 yes political party be our 10 minutes I already expressing the position. How is that possible? One by Electoral Commission 2 hours what can sema man analysis na political party say me or more mo see and to some trade deliberation. 1 by 10 minutes. What kind of deliberation is like that? Very unfair deliberation. You receive question say 10 minutes is not enough. In TSA extension and almost 15 minutes. 15 minutes the crowd parties do all the man. Among Kaza 15 minutes or no. Was the Electoral Commission and my response to all parties' concerns are more really. Now concerns no response no my answer. And also problem one man for person more responding, most more responding. And man to quite the by my actually to crap muma palu we leader of LPG. Eko fa kunya say what the kobo APC general secretary. And you know, commodity ni there. Yankosiaga na ye can a chart for before no catching almost better communicate. You be cause me edin command be almost almost ya can na omo take decision na omo dey two Electoral Commission for na omo say omo betinye create opportunity na technical teams no of the political party analysis omo nya kwan anya na 10 minutes time bi sha no omo timi engage Electoral Commission technical team no but meeting we there no kreni nyame anim ni meeting a nanka say omo ye committed pa see ebe solve that problem we dey speak na ye bi ebetini abo man ni na nke etimi here but we didn't see that commitment.
Now into for the almost an hour or two presentation at ECA, you know, nothing in that presentation convinced you. Say, maybe we need this new voters register after all.
Obi, it rather raised more questions than answers. So I had the occasion to ask the committee chairman, Orem Rashod, say, you cannot let the EC do this 2 hours presentation. Now we will be able to have a question. Now you get responses from the question. You can't no crown in the man for choir mobilisation, no trouble. After you also offer 3 questions. 3 questions now fire no. Will be into 1 years or 2 questions and answer. Technical to read the answer was wrong. Question. Far more question. Answer normal 10 minutes will be answered. So clearly, no, we were not prepared to do an exhaustive discussion. I think that going into this meeting, our hope was that the member would be our coin. If it's one more be our coin, major political parties are more society or give them ample time to give you concrete reason. And here, almost say but the time was not there. I mean, no attention across the crama politicians and you say be a boxers at Palumani Nasofo. I mean, it's not fair because Otobo now more be our coin. Not what kind of Boswasema. Now we're senior what the bush in our one. And what Banessa, yes, a PhD near Buffalo. Who see we are Buffalo be anything? No, we are Canadian. There's just I just had 19 year benching. Among both you on a Buffalo or Makuma Muma.
And see, I more expectations and it's easy bema quite technical teams of all the parties, no Ebeshia easy technical team, no. That's what you expect going forward, Meboa.
Obi Adiba quite very clear and the Quentia for Bufu Yenese. Child consultant now or consultuma a Electoral Commission. Now also I Pakuna or Fair Green Limited. That Fair Green Limited omo handle electoral system no after mo pamo SC and omo the contract in the mouth mo say omo handle no temporary. There is no doubt said in conformity, and I now understand the reason why I hear limited registration we and you lose data because woman me I mean IT person cra analysis are branch any questions?
No, but Peter Mepacho, you are talking about the image of a corporate organization. It is you might have issues with a personality, in there. But I'll generalize it will not be fair, Mr.
I'm not generalizing. The senior
no, we can say Papa no because issues and yet completely basic. For example, one say integrated birth and death register, Say the no never guana will be na yetimi say you be a crowd of the register of birth and death at least you bet me be a few in real time. And you say current system here and to want to me integrated birth and death system and Masha remove us no intimi and cause some in Yana. Well, I say, oh, there be I just say to register in our building new system and I mean, and that raised a lot of concern. I keep phoning sorry, when I also. No, it's not possible. You understand? So at the end, you see a deliberate and conscious attempt by the Electoral Commission. So one. Obey misleading about one and catch a technical what you knew I have to you are making sense. But thankfully this technical report were there and they exposed him badly. And baby I didn't do no Obi say Yane sa for technical people yan transfer. Na yen disa incommodate na yen make technical input into the final decision. And in the Electoral Commission, first of all, now, Obi, Oyeni a better man, and yet because the problem will be better. Okay, you limited registration exercise. You will be here. Different end of life process. And cancel movie, and so a move running system, no mobile day. One echo so ma, and any other constituencies, data because they had no idea about the system. Near what build the system, no? Any or more what train you or more what transform in our district offices and what you contract from them. All medical doctor was so passing for IT and how the contract in a man and all the running system. After what create a problem, you know, with data na messy apa. We say, because of that, it's just a new register. Once you say the new register, the man is on ya, all messing up, cracking. Yeah, one to current one. You say a very fundamental question, Obi.
Nkomodie na ye one fundamental question. Is the data credible? The current register data there is it credible? Obi, there's a 45 minutes no one to me here. But PNT that question no any free meeting as you mentioned to me here no Dr. Boss went to me here no IT director then to me here no what would then now yes answer the question. Is it
sir omumamo answer benye answer na momo hwehwe
Oman to me here no what in the system and the biometric yes is it credible or not credible? Simple question and answer. Moment to me here no.
Okay.
Now next year moment to me here no nyina na say enyina so a parties a football parties best and watch wo mo ka say register no emwa enyina so a wo mu gina ne say wo the financial system no dey a waye wo nyina say nye papa bibia say o tu ni nyina gu no financial ye no kre financial o person say 443 million no register no data ne so no problem me ne wo ho wo mo tinye yi ano obi bia aka sa de we ema ye tikina say ene mu fa data no na mu fa nkogu mo new system ne so de mu pa mu to new system na mu fa nkogu so eno so mo say Muntimi fa nkogu so
Vimate ma
yebusa say etenti na mu fa nkogu muntimi fa nkogu so omusi o compatibility issue ne the source code no wo mu ni source code wo mu ni design bi yebusa omusi source code there efa register ne ho ben
on Asempa FM
source code efa register ne ho ben enti obi sa asem we no menye so say ebewie ene na bibia o ma sha ase ne de me say afi na Ghana for ase e ma ye ho me so pa because clearly no trimu public high ade we achi na obehwe ekwan ya MPP for bo ma ba so nene MPP na adani spokespersons of the Electoral Commission omo emara ne mo kwan article 45A say wo mo no mo be register na mi busa say 2015 embra no mo ye demonstration let my vote count President Kufuor di mu akotre on nam yu acha fa na nyina kacha amanfo say wo mo sori no mo be kuntia Electoral Commission no this Electoral Commission article 45A be on no this so mo independent
Vimate me pacho my young fancy the conversation will continue you be science ready komo bio why
medicine
yeah
yen ka say you think to me register na ye can say as major stakeholders of the process we think say it is not the right time, it is needless and it is wasteful to embark on a new voter register now. So collectively, as major stakeholders of the process, we should take the decision together. It shouldn't be Electoral Commission. Very problematic. I will be intimate.
Mate, Vimate, me da say enyumre. Enti Vandal Peter Boama Otukono and Motin. Clear this. Was there an altercation? A meeting as here.
Yes, the way I also presented the said also no mood to Ankunya. It's not true.
Akpalu amfa kunya anto.
How? Obi never born form a two form and a penny phone by to restrain everybody. There was an altercation between Obi Amwa and Ayarga.
Okay.
Well, and
altercation means a way can away.
Oh, now Ayarga said like there was some disagreement and Amomu they exchanged words. Then Akpalu started taking videos.
Okay.
Until when penny phone by to restrain Obiano, then Obi who was sitting with Ayarga went to confront Akpalu. And born form two form. Then penny four they stepped in and and it ended and the meeting resumed. You didn't write long as phone two form now. He was sitting in fact behind him were NDC penny phone. Nti esi yana omobae like trying to then end up penny phone no more high table no so ebai.
Okay.
Offer kunyan be born the sanko be born because original nim. Otiase. But yes calm was restored and you continue. But this bit also about say bisa whether the data is credible.
The data is credible. 45 minutes easy and me and ya.
See, me you are no na we ni Jimmy answer no ho a. Ebe o say me you are no ye. They gave an answer. You see, you can ask me, do you like yeah. Now me be more explanation you see there be minka yes or no.
Yeah.
They asked the question, register, is it credible? You see, you are asking him to make some kind of judgment call. But until okay yes and I know until okay say look, there are issues with the present register. And Nuna inform me the reason why there is the need for a new register. Who should tell you, say there are issues with it, but you want him to say Chinchina is credible or is not credible? What is here? But he explained why. NOC, for a register to be credible, certain criteria ought to be met. Well, NOC, some of the criteria, no, there are challenges. NOC, being your Odika in Kekaya, until you know, he gave an answer. But because we're in CNP, yes or no, he couldn't answer, and all of that. Media, I strongly feel say let's present the issues or the facts as they happened and as they occurred. Okay. We may have our opinions, like the point he's making about needless. The register is going to be needless. It's going to be wasteful. The determination of wastefulness for me in this context. It's largely a discretionary call.
Yeah.
Because would the facts no to any this characterization of Nyombe as wasteful no but like I said, political parties will always make their own judgments based on what they think is right but as soon as soon nukra punoso you can verify the facts and so on. That verifiable facts are different from what I feel and I think.
Okay.
I think that we need to separate the two.
My say na mintie unu ano me so na fe memra. No kwanu me pacho baby ayaba be duru ni.
Yo, me dey asida be ma na me dey nchia ma omo mutie owie. Na ma fa we fidie su aka se afi pepepe ni a ye ko ba election we so go.
Okay.
Oye ni bi ba bichi bi boy from bi boy amfa sem de da ba election fa suma yenuanu bi pra aye kase ya enua ba ku de ni nan enye ni de bi enti ochina nyame ya adoma ye ye jumadi kitue bi wo bebia sa de ni siye aye la ba election brimpon fie honum.
Okay.
8:30 na
mo nya no park ne so
de bi ensi o park no so baby e born nipa ni tu ani mo jagu hono na ye di nananu mo omowo sa bronu no omba be ya pa ye sa moja na egu ho na fi hono na ye di akaka ye ho akenka nsema ebe ma nyina ehu se sa niama no enye ma ye amanyo sem na se enye ma ye abato se ebe akokọ abato na etu be kasa nipa be pra ebe ensem bebre nyame na di afofie dan na nipa bia anka nipa wi anka enya asempa enti ese kai ho so it's a short commemorative program to tell an unpleasant story so that we can all be refreshed going forward. No, such things should never happen again within our body politics, especially on our election grounds. Enti mi kai obia wa bibiara embra na enyina enti mi nyesa ade no in the space of 1 hour so that it can be very, very refreshing. Omo kai nyina ombeba hobby, and we have some other dignitaries ombema speeches of giving us that conscience not to revisit such acts on ourselves. Until 8 o'clock, you know, in share or Labaoleshi Presby School Park Nichi Hon, Presby Church and premises on ma na yenyasa program. Obi Samia, I believe say first and foremost, na me ni IPAC.
Yeah, meeting
as at now officially no. Your party has not communicated what their position was.
Okay.
A bit me 1 or 2 people's comment, but that may not be official. I believe someone will call IPAC. No, they will convey their message to the larger body. There will be discussions and there will be a position. Yeah. So that position they will be speaking from a very solid point of view.
Okay.
But as it stands now, no, our Yampini or work demonstration that is coming on the 4th, Tuesday, is still in force. Yes, it's still in force.
After any meeting,
it's still in force. That is a 1 million mark to invade the EC premises.
Nipa 1 million.
Yes, it's coming on live. And me Bobianka say Ujitum say ene Ghana ayeba say ukwan nye nsuo mba ho nyama enya ye say hia sika e di ye na enfa nye na edika ko ye register foforo a ehun ni mfaso a you need to be part of that match to show your displeasure to an unnecessary decision by the Electoral Commission and some small group of people who think say they need a register. It's still in force. Tuesday 6 o'clock, we are all converging at Kaukudi Park, and then we'll stage that walk forcefully into the premises of the Electoral Commission.
Now walk, so they see the air forcefully.
Present our petition, show our displeasure, invade the area for. It's going to be a 4-day continuous process. This is a hunger strike we are going on.
No, clear. Yeah. Was that a choice of words or action words now we use?
Forcefully, yes.
Forcefully.
Yeah,
invade.
It's going to be a forceful match.
Why should it be a forceful?
Of course, yeah, because we want to tell the Electoral Commission that still we are not convinced as to almost decisions said they are compiled. I've heard I take quite elaborative and try to convince everybody, but that is
another dream.
Asema all country be as to say it's real. No, we are all trying to get the real understanding, and I think EKNBB crash. This crash. They should stop talking about it. Look, we have a national data center. And TOB BB crash. Just as if you don't know what we are talking about. What is going to crash? What is the use of the national data center that we have? The best in Africa.
The perception of more politicians to create around the EC. If today EC decides to go and store its data at the national data center,
it's already there.
With an NPP government in power, what would the NDC say? Oh, Abayin Benya Kwai to go and manipulate it anyway. That's the EC's view.
Abayin Etamsika Bubro Saidi Sisa Center, no, and across the 10 regions they have their sub stations. For say every institutional or building scientific data, no, benya storage. I backup. Say in your office.
Asempa FM.
Asemboni bituna. This one is there, and way the kind of security around it and the protection I am no. Then it will take a volcanic eruption, and I say tsunami to wipe it from there. But how it stand now and what the protection I am is there for every institutional data. And for me, the Electoral Commission is an institution of government, and their data must be there. Likewise, NIT, National Health Insurance, NIE, all the institutions will build the scientific, especially biometric data, and then the final storage. And for me, why should I be saying say I'm buying? That is what Ghana needs, and Ghana has invested. The Ghana invest here. Why should you be thinking like that? But going forward, no, you see, no being say NDC na tintin. Who can say tintin here? Nyahu adwin sachira say isi so tintin. Yes, isi has come with his position. Omo explain omo technical viewpoint. Omo administrative and what their challenges are. Why do you say now we should move forward? But yes or no, don't take our point of view as lame and discredited until we are not making any sense. Until the IEC can let's take it hook, line, and sinker. No. I believe say there are some reasons why we also feel say the very points we are espousing stand tall, and therefore we need to meet ourselves on the middle ground. Now, as at now, EC is now telling us that they are going to transfer data. The first instance, were they thinking like that? No. In the first instance, now you just read a text from Eduji, which two critical officers have made two contradictory statements. We need a reconciliation of that statement to show say what whoever is saying what is the right thing that said ADHD. Obi say here so beko, but he uploaded data. Now me as a non-technical person in the IT infrastructure sector, no, I say on person who procure new software, new machines. Well, any possible say mu procure and mu upload data now. You just print new ID cards with the new code that Muslim designing. As you do it, you sort it to regions. Regions will sort it to their district office. District office will sort it to their polling station. Announcement is made for everybody to go and get this or the old one new one and not old one. That was how I first said, well, it could be a possibility. That would be
against the law as it stands now.
Yes, I said that was what I thought initially.
Okay.
But as you said, CI, so the law must come in. Can't we reconcile certain things? Is it static? Is the law static? There can be grounds of giving everybody flexibility. Say best animal way, because you see, let me tell you something. At the end of the day, the cost element and the burden on political parties must also be looked at. Because when Timin Castle registration, he will not be financially involved. He knows the implications. Because he need to have people to monitor for him in a day. The kind of engagement that is normal. Your political system, they said the Americans are people working anyhow. Here, you have to go to the ghetto, convince them, mobilize them. Those things all goes with costs.
Political parties no more.
Those becomes burdens on people who are involved in the political activity, PCs, MPs. And then we, the political party managers. These are the things. Now, unscrupulous people engaging in violent activities or creating nuisance for this country. All these things. So for me, since the data is not discredited, data maybe 10 fingerprint and discredited. IFO say is something that should live for long. Why do you tell me I should come and give another data? Now they are telling us when I come there, I don't need to put my fingerprint or
they will take your fingerprint, they will take your facial recognition. Yes. When you have a card or bio data.
Which one is my bio data?
Your name,
that one is
your age, all those things are there.
The most essential data is the
biometrics.
So why should you take it again when the one there now I think maybe I'm telling but correcting say yes, when they are transferring, it becomes idea anyway. But I think you have corrected yourself. Maybe the presentation you made didn't seem.
No, but no. I think Jimmy Alote made it even clearer.
Yes,
sir. The most important issue is the format and protocol used in storing the fingerprint.
Yes,
that format is outmoded. Yes. And any new contemporary BVR machines will not be able to read it.
Who determines that is outmoded?
Easily make his point.
Easy.
Yeah.
By what measure nobody determine here? Is it obi here in the case how the name be frame to convince you?
But normally in the tech space, mean say VSAT and as we be say and Microsoft Word the outmoded. No, be say out. It's very viable.
America build your electoral data software the build here. Outmoded no sound take biometrics.
Now how many times do you monitor America?
Are we all not on the same group monitoring ourselves on the net? So what are you talking about? So for me, I think going forward, I think it will be very, very fruitful.
Okay.
Discussions will continue because this cannot be one stop meeting that will end everything. Continuously, the AC must continue engaging. Call the various political party leaders, try to reason because you see, you can't send people to polling station thinking you have sent them and everything is okay. There may be security, but you don't know where unscrupulous people come and do anything. This our system that we run. When people are entrenched and we don't build consensus, it's not good for us. We don't need to be entrenched on this. But the way EC carried itself from the beginning, that brought the resistance. That forceful resistance are AI entrenched. Fine. Maybe after today's meeting, some reasoning will come.
Yeah.
I've not heard from my leaders who have gone there.
Okay.
Apart from Togono submission. But I believe by close of day to tomorrow, the national leadership will make statements as to how they attended. Nyomutie ye nseme wom, papa wom, boni wom, BBS is Sijinebia. How do we go? When they inform us, you hear us clearly, and I believe we are for nation building. I have stated everywhere, say, with or without new or old register,
the NDC is winning.
Akufo-Addo is down, very, very, very down. Whether you submit or the 400 ambulances, so whether or yet then you Akufo-Addo is down there.
Mate.
Oye na 2 MPP no. As soon. So breaching airborne. As soon see the boy. I'm telling you, they have nothing to campaign on. None of me who Oraga Biochidaku tweet. I laughed. And I don't know whether he's real or because he has become all too soon he has become so rich.
Okay, so Gabi is not a subject for discussion, and the middle say anyway. Tony Nukmenu any attending Kano, but there's this bit of information. If you say yes, the and Jimmy Alote comes with from that background, or say ISO/IEC 19794-4 specifies a data record interchange format for storing, recording, and transmitting the information from one or more finger or palm image areas within an ISO or aside the other way about data structure. This or say this can be used for the exchange and comparison of finger image data. This is the current world standard that any new reader or acquisition device will be designed to read. Anything out of this might create problems. Dr. Bernard Okoboy, official government spokesperson, member of parliament, Lejokuku constituency, board chairman, Kolebu Teaching Hospital. No, na saying
Obi Nyankopado bibi abako na
Lejokuku boko
Obi Lejokuku dadin na on the lighter side unim say HND in civil engineering, any BSc in civil engineering, any masters in civil, any PhD unim say nyanya bako enti na ya different certificate enti ya ka visa ti na na unti atia eno ase wa be obi ama wa checho obi enye bia na obi atia ase o na first of all me ncha otie fo nyina
omojo so
eni me nwa mo tie fo Lejokuku omada romana ya Dr. Mewa
Asempa FM
Saturday obi Saturday ya I mean ya koye Lekma road walk the first Kagwata walk this year. Na
the health walk na
Lekma road walk. Yeah, co walk na openly no. Yeah, expressing your appreciation.
Oh, okay. For more kwaina or my amamono.
Yeah, that abanasi. Etitu ye papa, His Excellency. Any Rose Minister. Domasi. Obi. Kwaya me you know I grew by the road. Me fear wa road nancha. So from inquire brim nyina ya dia grow foot musa. Time I machines back cry baba ya asphalt no. Na still nkrofo person beji. Anaju nkrofo the omu 9 barefoot ekonanti so. Sure say they are experiencing it in their life is real. Enti Obi unim say the struggle or the effort to get attention on our road no. It was done openly. And you have to show your appreciation also openly. Timpese ma frame in your nyina say yenko obi your doctor but they've done only 50%. When you are grateful for 50%, your chances of getting 100% becomes high. What I say? Odin pay for traffic I tell say enye say come do what say do na na odas you. Say ta won nipa no be no dey won share no say nyame nhira o. Because everybody am od nyama na ene aba. Na anything that look no omo digidi ko electoral na me sire. Me no no come share jimen say madam Nyankopon tu ko hu. Na omo hunto. Unim I was so remembrance.
Yeah.
Me brother na wa no. Osi easy. Obi osi omo kwa remembrance I was 1 year.
Yeah, ochina.
Nipa pra ana be asem tuna. Oye nipa de areho. Obi si okaya enye boni. But Obi me nye happy enye me de. Ana ya if obi o ho a okoye remembrance ceremony because ebe ma sebio wa dragging some sympathy votes and now said wa paint you be in the bad light say we mu enema adiboni eden etu yen patch what I say boy abrante na we free mu na say aye pra no during 2015 March no.
Ekosiisen
1 year after no, man won say me brother mo ekoye remembrance. Oh, but wow, unkasa okasa. Just say nipa no eye o party ni ana ni nkwa eyan o. Okasa we kura kire say problem ekra o enti mi ko. No, remember. Okay. Me point ni say you who caused the harm? Who said you I was so see a time I buy war. My admit say they were low points in terms of the arrangement. Now ozi ukwako kai obi na oye public announcement oye obi a time obi prior during other regimes oye remembrance at the kind because oye nipa amoja fen mu a anka meka say odi oye mi kwamera beta wechi but the oye no politically it's going to serve the interest of the NDC and not Ghana as a whole. That's my point. Now unfortunately for you, I'll discourage people from pushing a programmer. You are looking at your interest and not the country's interest. Enti, but your Saturday, a date, Dabena Muyari no.
Almost Ochina.
Ochina, me paucho, Ochina, Dr. Koboy, Utimi Beshemi, Parliament, and I bear me. Now, me, Yen Shebi Papa, and I will cause our program now. No agenda, no pushing. Kumi Preku. You know, people were harmed, you know, that even some died.
On Asempa FM.
Manti, that's a more remembrance. But Obi, let's come to the register. Me, you know, I think Bisa question be the most overwhelming question. Ubisa at Nukwenua. They can't give an answer. Why? What is the fear about a new register? Let's say there is no case for making a new one. But if a new one comes, how is it going to adversely affect you? You don't see a car cost. Hey, say I think can be very powerful. Say a back cost, I want to know cost through because the attitude you had when you were in government through, you are minded to cost at all. I'll not cite 1,000 examples. Official government supposed to it's our research now. Mikita data. How reckless they were when it came to making options in terms of procurement, value for money. Remember only one, the symptom switch systems deal. And yet Ghana for neko tuaba na power sisan ya. Anka Bank of Ghana, all the documents were ready. It was there with last 2 steps to give notice of award and go into the contract. They were going to pay 4.6 billion for mobile money the platform. Yes. 3 companies brought other bids. One was 50 million, 50.40 million. One was 5.4 million. They left all these 2 and went for the how do you call it? The 16.4. Sorry, the 4.6 billion. I'm not talking about million. 4.6 billion Ghana cedis. If you convert to dollar, it was close to 1 billion by then. About 4.6. Yeah. About $1 billion. Ghana for na nyankopon shiramu say musisa aban. Today, as we speak, that particular service now as of mine, we did it under $4 million, which is let's say average 20 million Ghana cedis. 20 million compared to 4.6 billion. Outrageous, reckless. Now we are kind of cost. Okay, but me you free BOG and brand. Unse me as government me I'm privy to information. STL. You know, there's something people have not confirmed you that Makada, but I don't know whether people got me. Jane Mensah, I think she was not confronted with a status quo that was without cost versus a new register with cost. Oh. People make a mistake. The woman was supposed to choose between upgrading and refurbishment, which was close to the how do you call it, the amount of money or even more. Is 400 million. What STL was asking Jimensa to pay was even equal or more than a new registration totally. That is what even made the commission first of all start thinking of a new register. So me pamucho mo Ekosiska anka ye register or Kromanka before 2020. Sika STL LG Ghana Onu. It was even going to be more than money ID register. So where is the argument of cost? It's not an argument of status quo, which is 0 cedis, versus new register, which is 400 million. It was actually 400 versus 400. And let me explain. Yakasai, since 2012, Ghana buying Tuya in fact, it's approximately, I think, $3.9 million every year for maintenance of data center. $3.9 million under NDCG for maintenance annually, every year. And then the ECA going into that the was sign. We are paying $1.7 million for 3 years.
The kind of job.
The same job. It's the same data center which handles EC's data across Ghana. Value for money. When I refer to value, where you count competitive figures, this is what we mean. Competitive figure. $1.7 million in 3 years versus $3.9 million each year. Now let me show you the other one. STL wrote to Electoral Commission say we want to upgrade the data center before the 2020 election. You know how much it cost? It cost $50 million. Multiply by 5.4, 5.5. $50 million for upgrade. And guess what we are paying now for a new data center? $6 million. Upgrade versus new. Entirely new system is costing Ghana $6 million. It was STL proposals and Emma Jean Mensah started doing say, do we still continue to bleed as a country or go for any arrangement? And say, yeah, so more can say, you can't source code or we say source code. Let me give you an example. I say Okita Corolla. No, be able to catch us say 10-year Corolla no or call for servicing. Ni na be 45,000 Ghana cedis. A home is no. A new Corolla is time as say 47,000. Do you pay 45,000 to service a 10-year Corolla, or you go for the one which is 47? Obi majority say. And guess what? Yes, it's source code. Obi say then source code. Here na car okita on papers. It's like getting a car without papers. No, a car is now we paper keke. It's the source code that grants you ownership. Now, young says sovereignty. You have a foreign company in charge of your data center of all your citizens, and the source code too is in their possession. Where are those who were talking about sovereignty during the US Ghana deal? Where are they? Obi, where are they? Sebi, it's a foreign company that grants access to the EC to have our data. Can you imagine? Now, you can't almost system where people talk as if there's nothing wrong. You know, this country, things have happened that would have resulted in serious mayhem, but God just skipped us with it. Udnim said when the transmission started of election results, it took the vigilance of a particular political party. I mean, then Yakupon say, I belong to that party. The first few figures, by headquarters, paste online, and I from say, check, it's not the same as you have it in Sudan. Some came, second, third. I think what happened? They said their system had been hacked. Now, our memories that short. A system that during the peak time, I hear almost gather data man. We're waiting for electronic exactly. Yes. Obi.
Transmission electronic.
Yes.
Obi. So we have to sort to the usual faxing now.
Yes. Obi.
And who was managing the transmission process? No? Do we know?
Ekosiisen
Obi, so the point I'm making is a system that at the 11th hour.
Okay.
Yeah, it's of course. A system that at the time Ghana needed. Look, Unim said those figures now is here publishing. If had it not been for the vigilance of the other parties, in part of the elections, Anka, and no out now wrong figures. No, because Shesu. Started jubilate and now declare call the elections. This country would have been thrown into flames. It's the same system we are talking about improving and obviously cost. The people who were comfortable paying STL about 4 million every year, they now know that Ghana is bleeding. Now, because me brother, look, there's only one entity I love more than the MPP. Only one entity in this country that I put ahead of MPP.
I know your entity, Ben.
And that is the country,
okay.
Ghana. So in the midst of all this, I still want to find a way to carry them along. So we are one people. Nukpenu is not the enemy. The enemy really is unemployment. Which
poverty.
Yes. Which is the biggest guy you come across anywhere. Look, Monday Yamiko Bobo or Palace.
Yeah.
Obi. Member of Parliament. My brother was not even feeling too well. But according to my schedule, I had to play soccer on that pitch. Because it's been a while I visited them. Obi. Because bought 30 minutes me body now I wasn't well, but just to relate and get closer.
Yeah.
I came with ball, one football. I came with some money for water. Obi, it was more than my core exams. I mean, drop PhD thesis. Doctor, how many people have you employed there? We want jobs. I understood them. So I told them that I face the same enemy when I go to the beach. I face the same enemy when I'm at the Lekma Hospital. Everywhere I go, people are giving their CVs. The biggest guy we are tackling, who is the enemy now, is unemployment, field, sanitation, adequate healthcare. These are the things we fight. He wants to do it in a particular way. I want to do it in a particular way. So when all is said and I want to come together, I want to carry them. I'll ask them to learn from one thing that happened in 2015. That should calm Nukmenu down. That should calm Otukuno down. That should calm Asedun Ketia now. That MPP was in opposition. We had an EC that we were anxious about, a chairperson. We were anxious. Now you were doubts about the Obeye. Exactly. We had a government that wanted to hold on to power. Obi. We were I will not say scared, but we were jittery. We went onto the streets. Some of us were beating but when we came back home, something told us that why don't you depend on the Ghanaian people and let them speak, irrespective of all the arrangements. Obi, that was the best option for us. And Ghanaians didn't prove us wrong. They proved us right. Power is not in the hands of the chairperson of the Electoral Commission. Power cannot be in the hands or in the bosom of a new or old register. Obi, the gentlemen with power were the guys I dealt with or I met on Monday. They can determine your fate. Obi, I have come to realize, or what I've learned is that if your time has come, no Electoral Commission can change your fate. The person rather you should be at good terms with is the citizen, is the voter, as many of them as possible. It's your record and not the register. It's your vigilance, not the venom that you are going to spill. And it's your programs, not the number of protests. The protests are okay and granted.
Repeat here, your record and not your...
And not the register. It's your vigilance and not the venom. It is your programs and not the protest. These are things that can guarantee you power. If we be framing, wale jokuku say my year underground be promise are okay because of register calculate my winning. The only person that can determine my fate is the delegate. So every day I sit in my room and ask, how many are you dealing with? What's the relationship? How is it going? I mean, you confirm because I mean, me away. What me tida me o sham ya away. O do boso o faith question in someone wa proud. So I'll beg them. It's good to speak about some of the doubts about the new register. Obi, about the time. The last time on another program, we can say the strongest point if you make, I met me aside with you, is the tight schedule. And we are tight. I say, Dr. B, also or the 1 hour bed cesarean section. Nibibia, Obia Kato, maybe you're young, Mojano or form this. But the only thing is, who catch me say, you see a doom light within 1 hour. Make us about Ebia, you might go beyond 1 hour. So as for the time, is the only thing that I am hoping that all their structures can help them to deliver on time. But apart from that, we should be careful not to preach doom. Now, there's one thing NDC must learn from. 2012, Papa, now president, speaking to some party people. Usha, he told them, say, people have intimidated some of his followers and all that. And that we should stand firm and all that and use an expression, all die be die. That expression was played on air for close to 1 year on a particular station. Every afternoon they played. They knew why. There is research that shows that it can turn against you.
Yeah.
Obi, Yankupon Adom over the years, people realize say, Kasana Kainu, he did not mean harm. So, but Bobby Brain, no one say, if you are projected at someone, I will say, the mission in San Khan, I want to make sure people can turn against you. They should be careful. This kind of talk, I mean, for say, and we'll do it forcefully, and we'll bring, and I'll do. Obi, the more you do that, you can turn people's heart against you. Obi. Now, omu born and tape for 1 year. It means omunkasa jitum. Say, if you come out as a belligerent person, if you come out as a chaotic fellow, if you come out as Obia or causing discord with your howba, most Ghanaians, Obi, say government communication, year review. Obi, let me conclude.
Conclude for me.
Dr. Kobo Amitina, Obi, I am convinced that this government has not been perfect. But I am comforted by the fact that Yekwa compete against political parties, their record is not better than ours. Now I also thank
Ekosiisen
me
on
leader
Asempa FM.
Me can be I am share for all the things I tell Nana. Your kasa bebre na yekanyina no is because of your programs and your achievements. Anka umbonama anka communicate official government me humbe me ankasa I have relatives and friends who have been beneficiaries of some of Ekufuado's programs. Now in my car now I carry it everywhere. The Pualungu project, are you aware? The multipurpose dam is going to cost this country about $1 billion. And yet the single biggest project up north since both pre and post-colonial period. 60 megawatts of hydro, 50 of solar, covering 2,500 hectares of land, going to benefit at least 3,000 farmers. Obi, these are things that touch lives. Lejokuku, Teshi. I remember the first time here MP, I met all the fisher folks. They said, young man, do you know, Unimejuma ancestors? I said, no. He said, we came from the sea. Are you not aware? We are fisher folks. There's one project, that's how they put it, as in like we do fishing. One project, since Yananamu ever settled with Teshi over close to 100 years ago. They call it breakwater. It's like a mini harbor. So that they can take their canoe at 1 a.m. and just enter the sea and go fishing. But now they park their canoes on the sand. They have to get strong men to push it. And when the high tides come, because their canoes are parked on the sand, it breaks half of them, takes the net away and all that. And they told me, we don't care which party you belong to. If your government can build a mini harbor for us, we'll follow you to our third generation. Now about 3 months ago, me call beach, I got snack canoe and I have and one fisherman busy me say, so when are they going to build this mini harbor? You know who answered the question? Another fisherman. I said, Nipa any time I be see mini harbor no no. I didn't answer. Now my follow project it was a CDB loan we were chasing to build these landing beaches. Testing was on. Now me bumper I said Nyankupo mema aide abem. As I speak to you now, there are heavy equipments. China harbor company now be harbor no. They are building a landing beach at Teshi.
Now,
as I speak, they've built access road the last 3 weeks. Big boulders, stones in Yama. In about 3-4 weeks time, almost started breakwater in Ankasa. When my people see me, they don't talk MPP. They tell me that for having done this for us, we are going to show our appreciation to your government and to yourself. Obi, me, the best thing I always count on is your work and your record. And that's why I'm comfortable saying, I don't care what G Mensa does. Whether G Mensa makes a real register or an old register, the record of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is good enough to skip and go post 2020. I'll urge them to review their programs, reduce the protest, and focus on their programs.
On this note, I'll do this. I'll be back in the next 2 minutes. Stay with us.
Don't call me, oh, don't call me. Hey, babe. Eden and the boy for say. Hey, you'll be there now with him. What team will come a bang and I will film. And it's a man so way. More credit. I tell you,